Hello everyone, we are live from DuQuoin, Illinois at the DuQuoin State Fairgrounds. We are getting ready for another round of the NSDCA Dr. Pepper Dash Series. It's the Phoozy 100 from the DuQuoin State Fairgrounds. I am Ash Jacobson. Pleasure to have you along with us today for this 20-lap dash around this 1-mile clay oval. Previous winner here last season was Alex Parker. He's going to roll off in the 5th position, and last week's winner at Old Spice, Thomas Cassidy, unfortunately missed the race, so he will not have a chance to defend his win. And now, without further ado, let's take a look through your full starting lineup. On pole is the number 9 Parker's Kitchen Ford for Kyle Corbett Motorsports and Ricky Freeman Jr., and alongside him is the number 66 Raceway 7 Pontiac of Kyle Biscelli for Maverick Motorsports. Row 2 sees a great success for Benedict Murdo. Alongside him is Riley Wilkin. Row 3 will see, like we said, last season's winner here in the 61, Alex Parker. Next to him is the 01 of Santiago Gutierrez. Row 4 will see Robert O'Reilly next to Ickna Comet. And rounding out the top 10 is the 777 of KT Larson, co-owner of the Henson Racing with KT Larson, delivered to you by Burger King team, lining up next to the 10 of Richard Herman. Behind them in row 6, we will see Kirsten Martinez alongside Zayden Davidson, and in row 7, we will see the 76 of Colton Jacobs and the 89 of Roberto Crown Jr. Row 8 is Jeffrey Smith next to Colin Teague, and then behind them it's the 32 of Tony Wallen and the 79 of Will Parrish. Followed by a pair of Fords, we'll see Chris Louvre next to Nelson Reeves, and behind them it's the 5 of Felix Jansen and the 30 of Joey Michaels. Then it is Daniel Bouchard and Hayden Mears behind them, and then followed by a pair of Dodgers and the 68 of Glenn Mixon and two-time winner, the 85 of Oliver Kingley. And then it is Stephen Colon next to Tommy Hersden, and rounding out the field we'll see the 44 of Kyle Vaughters and the 27 of Devin Fair. So we are just about ready to go racing here in the Phoozy 100. We'll bring you back for the starting command and racing 20 laps here at DuQuoin. Just 10 seconds to the command here to fire the engines. It is going to be time for 20 laps. Who will come out on top here in the Dr. Pepper Dash Series? Ricky Freeman Jr., Kyle Biscelli, Benedict Murdo, Riley Wilkin will be leading them to green. Pace car rolls, and all 30 cars are underway. Ricky Freeman Jr. in search for victory for Kyle Corbett Motorsports. Would be their first on the season. Alex Parker, he is looking to repeat his success that he found around here at DuQuoin last season. Alex Parker and is going to be rolling off in the 5th position. Benedict Murdo nearly had victory last week at Old Spice. He'll be looking to get it here as heading into 3 and 4. Cars slowly inching their way toward the start-finish line, ready for 20 laps of action. As we work our way through turn 4, Hayes car's gonna duck in, and now it's the run to the start-finish line. Flagman with the green flag in his hand, and we are racing here from DuQuoin. The green flag is out in the Phoozy 100, and immediately Benedict Murdo is gonna try to go to the middle, trying to make 3 wide, but he's gonna get left out to dry by Alex Parker. Parker, with help from Robert O'Reilly, he's gonna move to the inside. As already we see 3-4 wide racing here throughout the pack, as Alex Parker trying to make that inside work. Meanwhile, out front, Kyle Biscelli versus Ricky Freeman Jr. for this race lead. Benedict Murdo trying to clear the Comet for 3rd, and Joey Michaels sliding up the track there in the 30. Right at the back, as Ricky Freeman Jr. has gotten a great launch of turn 4. Kyle Biscelli now having to worry about Benedict Murdo for 2nd. Here comes Ickna Comet, going to try to make it 3 wide. Into turn 1. Oh, Biscelli way up the track. He's going to get up in that dirt. But as we head off turn 2, it's Biscelli still clear. Comet and Murdo doing battle. Riley Wilkins sitting right behind. Meanwhile, behind them, 3 wide. Alex Parker, Kirsten Martinez, Santiago Gutierrez trying to sort it out for 4th. Jeffrey Schmidt up here as well in only his 2nd DPDS start. Colton Jacobs as well. Gutierrez and Jacobs have a bit of history. They tangled on the first lap at CNB. Will they see a similar scenario come unfold here? So we are on lap 3 of 20. Ricky Freeman Jr. has put the gap on Kyle Bishelli, who's put the gap on this gaggle for 3rd. Benedict Murdo the 3rd, Ekta Comet and Riley Wilkin do battle. Comet and Wilkin, former teammates of BK Racing back in the Molson Modifieds, both have graduated up here into the Dr. Pepper Dash Series. Now they're fighting for position. Kirsten Martinez, she's cleared out the situation, and now she'll be up here trying to maybe battle inside the top 5. Alex Parker, last season's winner here, he is up here as well, as is Jeffrey Schmidt, and as we mentioned, Gutierrez and Jacobs. Chris Louvier is also now up into 11th, past Robert O'Reilly. Colin Teague up here. KT Larson trying to get up to help Riley Wilkin. And as we look toward the back, you see Devin Fair still sitting in last place as of right now, as we are still going 3-4 wide. Oliver Kingley's going to make this on Stephen Colon, but he's going to clear Hayden Mears and Glenn Mixon. It's back up front. Benedict Murdo's cleared into 3rd. Riley Wilkin into 4th, as Comet's going to slip back to 5th. Ricky Freeman Jr. having a pretty comfortable race out front, as you see Colton Jacobs and Santiago Gutierrez go side by side for 9th. Oh, a bit of contact there between Martinez and Comet. It's going to bring Alex Parker and Jeffrey Schmidt into this picture now as we take lap number 6. Gap out front is increasing. Ricky Freeman Jr. using that number 9 Parker's Kitchen Ford to just pull away slightly from Kyle Bishelli. He is trying to win this race from pole, and he looks like he's pretty set to do so far in the early stages. Benedict Murdo holding on to 3rd, one of the few owner drivers in this grid. Riley Wilkins sitting 4th right now. Comet still holding on to 5th over Alex Parker. Meanwhile, as Parker trying to go down the inside of Comet, 7th, we'll see the battle between Martinez and Jeffrey Schmidt, as one car running wide there through 3 and 4. 1 and 2, I believe that was Felix Janssen. As back up front, not much changing. Bishelli trying to close in, but clearly just does not have the same pace that Ricky Freeman Jr. has been having. So we take lap number 8, we'll check the intervals, and no change this time through. Still 44,000, 28 hundredths the gap. So Bishelli closed in by 2/10, but now the gap is widening out. It seems that these two like to alternate their laps. One lap Freeman will be quicker, 1 lap Bishelli will be quicker, as you see the difference in lines there through 3 and 4. And we look further back, as still hotly contested battle for 5th between Ekta Comet and Alex Parker. Behind them, Jeffrey Schmidt and Kirsten Martinez waiting for a moment to pounce. Is the caution out? Oh, the caution is out. Robert O'Reilly has gone around. The 92 has spun. Does not look like any damage on that 92 Dodge. Robert O'Reilly, who is just on the outskirts of the top 10, is going to go around and draw the caution here as they race back to the line. It will be Robert O'Reilly's team owner, Ricky Freeman Jr., who leads them back. Then it'll be Kyle Bishelli, Benedict Murdo, Riley Wilkin, Ikna Comet, Alex Parker, Jeffrey Schmidt, Kirsten Martinez, Colton Jacobs, and Chris Louvier, the top 10. So as the field queues up, we'll try to figure out what happened here. To draw the first caution at DuQuoin, it is Robert O'Reilly who's gone around on the front straight. And I wonder if he got any help. Looks like he did. Zayden Davidson's gonna get up under him, and yeah, Davidson just got into his quarter panel and hooked him, just wouldn't get off. And that's gonna put O'Reilly at the back. No damage on the 92, and it didn't look like any damage on the 93. Caution will still wave though, and it'll be his boss, Ricky Freeman Jr., who will take the caution and lead us back to the restart. And we'll bring you right back to the action here when we'll be ready to head back green, which will be now lap 14. So we'll see 7 laps when the green flag drops again. As we said previously, Freeman, Bishelli, Murdo, Wilkin, Comet, Parker, Schmidt, Martinez, Jacobs, and Louviere will be the top 10. Then it'll be Gutierrez, Teague, Larson, Davidson, Reeves, Herman, Bouchard, Colin, and then Parrish and Mears the top 20. So Robert O'Reilly didn't need to come down pit road for any repairs, just a simple spin. He will be restarting at the tail end of the field though, as his team boss Ricky Freeman Jr. is going to try to secure the win here in the Phoozy 100. We will have 7 laps to go when the pace car ducks back in, and pace car is in now. We're getting ready for the green again as we head down the main straight. The crowd here is on their feet as the flagman once again has the green flag in his hand. Green flag is back out here from DuQuoin. It's a good start for Ricky Freeman Jr. Can Bishelli or Murdo capitalize on anything? Field staying mostly single file, fanning out to 2-3 wide toward the back. As coming off of turn 2, Wilkin gonna make a late loop move on Murdo. Wilkin trying to move into third. He's going to bring Alex Parker with him. As one car running up wide, that's Jeffrey Schmidt into the dirt. Murdo also up there. Wilkin going to try to move into third as Bishelli's right on the tail of Ricky Freeman Jr. Is he going to try to move? He is. Freeman running up the track. Bishelli tucking to the inside, trying to make a move stick. Won't be able to this time. He's going to have to tuck back into line. Ricky Freeman Jr. maintaining his lead here, and he's got a great run through 3 and 4. Except he may wash up the track a bit. As we head onto the main straight again, Wilkin gonna try again on Benedict Murdo as Parker and Comet still clash over 5th place. We head through 1 and 2, a lot of dust being kicked up as more cars running that higher line. Battle of the Toyotas between Murdo and Wilkin for 3rd. Who's going to come out on top? As Parker once again running up wide. So he's going to kick up a bit of dust. And Wilkin is clear into 3rd. Now Comet going to try to do a battle with Benedict and Murdo for the 4th position. Murdo's going to hold the position for now. Wilkin's running real low. That's going to put Comet into the middle. 3 wide between Murdo, Wilkin, and Comet. But it will be Wilkin that comes out on top. Kirsten Martinez has moved into 6th as now Chris Louviere is on the move. Restarted 10th, is now battling up here with Alex Parker. As you see up front there, Ricky Freeman Jr. still just pulling away. He is scooting away with now going to be 3 laps to go from DuQuoin. I just don't think Bishelli has the pace to keep up with him. That Maverick 66 just doesn't have it in it. And it looks like that, barring any further incidents, I think Freeman's going to walk away with this one. As we see heading through 3 and 4, Murdo and Comet doing battle for the 4th position. Murdo's going to hold it for now, but Comet is right there. Kirsten Martinez also still clear in 6th. Parker holding 7th. It's Louviere, then Schmidt, then Teague round out the top 10. So we look through the field 3 wide. That's Will Parrish, KT Larson, and Hayden Mears. Mears definitely not where he wants to be right now. Still mired in the fringes of the top 20. Oliver Kingley, 2-time winner for Columbus, also doesn't want to be back here. But that's where they've been relegated to, as now that we see some brief 4 wide there. Jansen, O'Reilly, Wallen, and Crown. And all sorted out though. As looking back to the front, it is Ricky Freeman Jr. here on the last lap. Just half a lap left, and Bichelli's going to send it in through 3 and 4. That's not going to stick. And it will be Ricky Freeman Jr. off turn 4. He can see the checkers now. Ricky Freeman Jr. is going to take the victory here, and he wins the Phoozy 100. And a great victory for that team. Kyle Corbett Motorsports and their number 9 have the victory. And now we're going to get a look at the full finishing results here from the Phoozy 100. So now looking at our full finishing results, Ricky Freeman Jr. takes the win and leads every lap from pole position. Kyle Bichelli will finish second, Riley Wilkin third, Ikna Comet and Benedict Murdo the third round out the top 5. Then we'll see Kirsten Martinez, Alex Parker, Jeffrey Schmidt, Chris Louvier, and Colin Teague the top 10, followed by Colton Jacobs, Santiago Gutierrez, Richard Herman, Nelson Reeves, Stephen Colon, Zayden Davidson, who got in that incident with Robert O'Reilly, Daniel Bouchard, Will Parrish, KT Larson, Hayden Mears only 20th, Oliver Kingley only 21st, Glenn Mixon, Felix Jansen, Roberto Crown Jr., Robert O'Reilly, who rebounded from 30th to 25th, Tony Wallen, Tommy Hurston, Joey Michaels, Kyle Waters, and Devin Fair round out the finishing order. So that has been all from DuQuoin. Thank you so much for tuning in. We will see you next time here. This has been the NSDCA Dr. Pepper Dash series. Good night.